Greetings again. Oh, what fun we have. So my previous transmission was interrupted by Google when I was showing the maps and the hypocrisy of the silly people who, after explaining away the errors of the globe maps, then criticize flat earth maps. You know, like that's not hypocritical. So what I'm going to do, thanks Cosmic Surfer for letting me know. I'd noticed before I saw your message that they just cut the transmission. It's interesting. So what I'm going to do, I was just about to wrap up. So I'm going to go over my maps, okay, for the people who like to critique. So I'm going to screen share. I'm going to screen share the desktop. So fingers at the ready, Globelings, if you want to hijack. Okay, so here I have the maps. Now, I'm going to go over to the right. This is a plain map. If you want to make yourself a distance key that doesn't need adjusting, contracting, or extending, you go, let me zoom in. Okay, you go from, and this is just what I use, but you can make one across the US or the length of South America, up to you. Okay, from here to here, 5,000 miles. Okay, from here to here, straight line, 5,000 miles. You then use that. Okay, you can plot the China-Europe block train. You can plot the distances, sailing or flying. And you then go, well, wait a minute, if from Auckland to Santiago is this far away, the plane can't possibly make it. Like, really, what do you know about plane speed? What can you verify yourself about plane speeds? Nothing, but you can verify distances over the ocean. It's a pain in the bum, but you can actually verify it, whilst you can't actually verify the speed of planes. You can't, like you really can't. So how about you measure the things that you can measure, like the distances across the ocean? Now, somebody taking off here from Denver to go to Auckland would fly in this direction over Hawaii, if they land in Hawaii, and then over this way to Auckland. Say, oh my gosh, that's the route they make on the globe. Anybody sailing from Cape Verde here, over here to San Vicente, I think it is, in Brazil, just here. It's like, oh, this is the route they take. But it's much too long, so they must be going faster. It's like, yeah, how fast do they go? Don't know, but you can check. Now, I do actually know, but you can actually check. Now, that's this map and this one. This one has the main latitudes. So the Arctic Circle, the Tropic of Cancer, the Equator, the Tropic of Capricorn, and the Antarctic Circle. Now, you might note, none of them are actually circles. The most circular one is here at the Antarctic. Why would they not be circular? Well, because nature seldom makes perfectly circular things, especially things that are dynamic. It might make pearls that are perfectly circular, but they're not dynamic. This is a dynamic thing. So you look at a tree, see if you can find a tree that's perfectly circular, where all of the rings are also perfectly circular, because a tree is more dynamic than a pearl, okay? And if you do find one that's perfectly circular, then see if you can find others, or see if the majority of them are not perfectly circular. And that's just a rule of thumb. What does nature do? Does it make perfect circles, or does it not? So that's this here. You can use this for distances. Like I said, if you want to be specific, from here, the border between Morocco and Algiers, here, down to Cape Town here, 5,000 miles, okay? Do that, draw that for yourself, okay? Then you can check distances. Now, am I saying that this map is absolutely how the Earth is? No. I'm saying this map has removed all of the problems from the Gleasons, all of them. Could it be different? Yes, it could. But to establish how it's different, you'd have to take a lot longer and use more references than just what's available to somebody over the internet. So for instance, you might want to travel around the US to see the actual distances. If I was to correct this, I would make Canada larger because Canada is larger. And I would make Eurasia longer. I wouldn't basically make the Arctic Circle larger. If you were to take this landmass and make it wider, then you'd have to bring the southern borders closer to the north, which incidentally would bring all of this also slightly closer to the north, narrowing the distances from Santiago to Cape Town, to Cape Horn, to Auckland. Sorry, I'm distracted by a cat. So there's ways of adjusting this further. Sure, knock yourselves out. It's not a problem. Okay, now over to the left. What are all these lines? This is the June solstice, and these lines are sunrise and sunset lines. Okay, so this would be a sunrise line. Okay, this line, and it would have a corresponding sunset line elsewhere. Go and check on time and date and see. Now, here you see lines that are really bunched up over to the left. Okay, here, bunched up lines. Here the lines are bunched up. But in terms of the land, where we can check things, this is how they would be on the land. Here there's a bit of splaying. There's more splaying. And look at this distortion. Look at that line. What the heck is going on there? You see this line? Let me zoom in. Look at these lines. Why are they so bendy and distorted? I don't know. Must be like magic or something. Or just a guess. Here, again, distorted. And see this splaying here where the magnetic anomaly is? The Atlantic magnetic anomaly. This splaying here. This contracting here because of the thermal anomaly. Also because of how magnetism has to function. Okay? It can't just break. It can leap, but it can't break. So here you have this distortion. Here, where you have this splaying, you have that thing called, the doldrums or the gravitational anomaly. Take your pick. Now, let's go further. So this is the December solstice. Oh, again, distortions. Look at all these distortions. Now, here's magnetic declination. Let me make this wider. For the May 6th, 2019, you can do this yourself, okay? What's going on here? Hold on a second. Why is there a combination of, west and eastern declinations? Why is that going on? Why is that going on? You see, the blue ones are western declination. The green ones are eastern, I think. Or the other way around. Doesn't matter. The whole point is, here you have a mishmash. Here, that's right, in the real world. But wait a second. Isn't that where there's that distortion? Yes, it is. Look, it's where there's that distortion. Well, that's peculiar. That's just peculiar. What would happen if you move these and you arrange them how you have on the Mercator and on the Gleasons, where Australia is around here, and these are, you have this same distortion, only elsewhere. And these distortions affect light. That's right, the sunrise and the sunset. These distortions. You think sunrise and sunset's got nothing to do with magnetism? Well, I've got a bridge to sell you. Here you have the region of the magnetic anomaly, and here you have the direction where the north magnetic pole is moving towards eastern Siberia. See, that's right. And this is just, it's a triangle I chose to draw between Uluru, Chichen Itza, and Giza. Wait a minute. Isn't this relationship, by the way, this triangle was drawn after I drew the map. Isn't this relationship the relationship between the magnets on an AC generator, three-phase AC generator? Yes, it is. Oh, that's interesting. Here you have major mountain ranges. Okay. And here you have the major rivers. And here you have it colored in kind of roughly. Okay. So let's go over to the left, because these all have extra details. And let's expand this one. Right. I was saying in the transmission before it was cut off, how long did it take Columbus to sail from Barcelona, which is where he took off to the Americas, from Barcelona, around Gibraltar to, well, here, which is where he landed. Okay, how long did it take him to do this distance? If you check on the globe, it's like, well, that's a strange, silly, slow speed in those schooners. Were they really that slow? No, not really. Oh, that's interesting. And now I'm going to pan out and go, right, let's see what problems people have. First, this has been confirmed, by the way. This has been confirmed by somebody who lives in Montevideo, who's flying from Santiago de Chile. That's right. Confirmed just today. Okay? You're like, dagnabbit, what? Why does he keep getting things right? It's like, because I'm using observations. Here's the geographic north. If you draw a straight line through Miami, you'll find that, well, straight down through Miami, Quito is to the west. In the real world, that's what flights do. And that's what compasses on flights show. That the flight does a V shape between Miami, Quito, and Fort Worth. It's a V shape. That's right. Here you are. That's what it does. In the real world. On the globe, it would have to fly south, from magnetic north, south, and then west. In the real world, it doesn't fly south and then west. It flies southwest and then northwest. See? That's what it does in the real world. Forget theories. Now, what about the flight from Auckland to Santiago? Well, does that flight, when you're measuring the distance, okay, you have two choices. You could say it flies in a straight line, which would mean crossing latitudes, crossing latitudes going north then south, okay? Or it could fly round, okay? Which of the two does it do? Don't know. Okay, well, we can't really establish the distance then, can we? We can play at shortest route, which would be straight line, and see what that distance is. Well, when you have that distance, you say, well, the plane must be going quite a lot faster than what the globe says. It's like, well, it is. Like, oh, really? Yes. Well, the globe says, like, never mind what the globe says. The globe is not going to say, look, guys, South America is much farther away from New Zealand, so we're flying much faster. Because then people will go, well, if on the globe, you'd be like landing in the middle of the Atlantic if that's what you're doing. So they're not going to say it. Like, hello. They're not going to tell you their true speeds. Hello. Anyway, so you can establish what the speeds are, but never mind the flight routes. How about the ships? I've already mentioned Columbus going, whose name, by the way, was Cristobal, which is literally Christ Baal. Cristobal. Christ Baal. Oh, that's an interesting contraction. Anyway, it's not a contraction. It would be a suffix. Cristobal. With Baal as the suffix to Cristo. Interesting, joining those two names together. So from here, Barcelona, around Gibraltar, this way, to land in, well, the islands of Central America. Where did he first land? Well, it's debatable. Cuba. No, but, okay. Never mind, not important. What's important is how long did it take him? See if you can find out. Because it was months and months and months, and then you look and say, well, not really. Like, how long was it? You can't, like, not know how long it took. So, Globelings, go and find out how long it took and leave it in the description and with links. Okay? Now, London. Just to point out, London on this map, London to Sydney south of New Zealand, back to London, 150 days, the Cutty Sark. Now, the Alea Perusa, from here, round, this is Fedor Kunyakov, to here, 102 days. Well, guess what? This route turns out to be almost the same as that of the Cutty Sark, but it did it in 50 days late. Well, 48 days less. Oh, that's interesting. On this, okay. Now you have also from Cape Town south to here. I'm going to point this out. This point. Remember this point. So south, then round, all the way round to the point that I just highlighted here. Then all the way around to Hobart. 103 days. You see, Fedor Kunyakov sailed solo. Catharsis 2 was crewed with a crew of 10. So not solo. They did this in 103 days. That's faster than the guy doing it in one solo. Just one, a crew of 1. Okay? When you look on this map, it makes sense. What's it saying? It's saying the solo racing yacht is faster than the 1800s cargo ship. And to some, that might just seem like patently obvious that a racing yacht made to be fast where there are fast winds, which means where there are choppy seas, fast winds go hand in hand with choppy seas, which is why it's an 85-foot long keel. So it can straddle waves, okay? So, Fedor Kunyakov in Alea Perusa sails round at a faster speed than the Cutty Sark. Then the Catharsis 2 sails round at a faster speed than the Cutty Sark. However, on the globe, the Cutty Sark was much faster than both the Alea Perusa and the Catharsis 2. I'm going to pull up Google Earth and I'm going to show you. Done this before, and then I'm going to wrap up because I got things to do. Do you know what? Right. Come on, whenever you're ready. So, globelings. In the flat Earth, an 1800s cargo ship, believe it or not, is slower than a modern racing yacht. On your globe Earth, which I'm about to show now, an 1800s cargo ship is much faster than modern racing yachts. So I'm going to plot this one more time, and then I'm going to, well, quit the Hangout from London, okay? This way. This is the Cutty Sark, and this is a Cutty Sark's journey, okay? South of Australia to Sydney, approximately here, and then from Sydney, south of New Zealand, round Cape Horn in the roaring 40s and screaming 50s, round Cape Horn, through the Falklands for some reason, up the coast of South America to London, 31,000 miles in 150 days, okay? Approximately 31,000 miles in 150 days. I'm going to repeat that, globelings, and please plot this yourselves, okay? The reason I brought it here is that it stopped at the Azores. Okay, it didn't stop. It sailed through the Azores, okay? They do this ships, especially cargo ships, in case they have problems and they have to pull into dock. You know, if they've lost a rudder or a mast or something serious. Okay, so 31,000 miles, the Cutty Sark, in 150 days. Now I'm going to clear that, and I'm going to roughly plot a route around the south for Fyodor Kunyakov. We're going to look, and don't worry that I started it near Cape Horn. Don't worry too much about it. He has to remain above 60 degrees south latitude, okay, between 45 and 60. Okay, this is saying 13,000 miles. Their records say 16,400. Doesn't matter, okay? It really doesn't matter. We can make this 14,000 there. Let's make it 14,600, okay? Oops, I have to bring it down a bit more. So what I'm doing is I'm making the route that's 14,600 miles, just so you can see what that looks like on your globe, okay? So all I'm doing, I'm not trying to match the route, okay? You can knock yourselves out doing that. You won't get the actual miles that are claimed if you do actually try and match the route. Sorry, guys, I've done it. You won't get it. 16,400, that's what I'm trying to get, okay? Now all I'm doing is I'm making the route wider. Remember, 31,000 miles, Cutty Sark, 150 days. Oh, gonna have to make it a bit bigger still. Okay, so we make it bigger still. 16,400. Well, it's, you see what I mean? You just can't match the route to the real world because it has to be below 45 degrees south, see? So 16,400, give or take. Wow, that's very peculiar what the route is doing. Let's say that, okay? So 16,400 in 102 days. You'll notice 16,000 is about half 31,000. It's not really, but do you get it? Do you get it? Right. That's a Cutty Sark's route in 102. Sorry, no. That's the International Trading Network Alia Perusa. That's Fyodor Kunyakov. That's the full name of his ship. Okay, a maxi racing yacht. Does this route in 102 days. That's 16,400 miles. Not nautical miles, miles. Now we're going to plot, we're going to clear that, and we're going to plot the route by the Catharsis 2. Okay, which came, I'm looking at the, okay, came south, 65 degrees south, okay, and then went, well, round this way, all the way round. I'm going to make it a bit longer, favoring your globe, to try and, favor your globe. Came south again here, crossed over, and then went to Hobart. Okay, this is the route of the, give or take, of the Catharsis 2, approximately 20,000 miles, this says, in 103 days. The Cutty Sark did 31,000 miles in 150. Can you see how the Cutty Sark on your globe was much faster? Tell you what, I'll show you. So 20,000, give or take. And you globelings, you can knock yourselves out trying to rationalize all of this. And I will go over some of the rationalizations and how they backfire on the globelings. Okay, so first we're going to start with the last, which was 20,000 miles. 20,000 divided by 103 days equals 194 miles a day. Let's see how quickly they were doing that per hour. 8 miles an hour. Well, that's not very fast for a racing yacht in incredibly high winds. 8 miles an hour. Okay, that's the Catharsis 2. The other was 16,400. The Alia Perusa. divided by 102 days equals 160 per day. Let's divide that by 24. That's 6.6 miles an hour. Also not very fast for a racing yacht. Now, let's do the Cutty Sark. 31,000 miles an hour divided by 150 days equals 206. Let's divide that by 24 to see how fast per hour. 8.6, faster than the crude Catharsis 2. Can you see? You just saw the math on your globe. The 1800s cargo ship traveling, and this is important, okay, traveling across trade winds. So let me remove the grid. Okay, there are trade winds. Now, sailing boats, sailing yachts, and all sailing boats, they can go against the wind as long as they're tacking, okay? Now, here's the interesting thing for you globelings. The wind in this region blows east, continuously east. It might veer slightly northeast or southeast, but it's always east. Guess what's not always east? When you're going from London south round Cape of Good Hope. Here it's going east. Very good. East. Fast. Great. Here. Then from here down. East. Very fast. Great. Whoa. Now here, let me just reorient. Now I know that you're thinking, hey, that was pretty smooth reorienting. Now here, oh, no longer east. No longer trade winds. But strangely, let me bring this up again. From here, okay, to here, 8,000 miles. It did this in 72 days. Wait, no, not 72 days. In 50 days. 50 days. Okay? From here to there. 8,000 in 50 days. I think it was 50 days. Dag a bit. Let me grab one of my books. I will tell you exactly. Where is it? Hey, where's the book of that song? No, yeah, it was 50 days. I just remembered. Okay, so 50 days. What was it again? 8,500. Now this is going to surprise you. 8,500 divided by 50 days equals 170 miles a day. That's interesting because the captain said averaging more than 300 miles a day. That's a problem. You see, the captain logged they were traveling at more than 300 miles a day. That's right. Not 170. Okay. And that they were averaging more than 15 miles an hour. Okay. In fact, more than 15 knots. So let's divide that per hour. 7 miles an hour. That definitely goes totally against 15 knots. That's right. The Cutty Sark was pretty fast, you know, even according to globe distances. This contradicts the captain, the journey, and everything else. This globe of yours. So plot this and stop moaning. Stop trying to claim that the ships that are sailing with the wind, incredibly high winds, are somehow going incredibly slowly, and that the ship that had to go literally cross winds was going faster. Just stop it. You're looking like dim-dims, okay? Now, where does it actually make sense? Well, on this map, what the captain said is true. See, the captain didn't really say anything about this leg. which was ridiculously fast, apart from we went ridiculously fast. That's right. They did this in 22 days. And they said, that was crazy fast. That's pretty much what they said. We did crazy fast. From Sydney, once we went south of New Zealand, which was already, a bit of a distance, we went crazy fast. And then from here, 50 days to here. And this distance, well, it agrees with the captain's log and it agrees with history. What does it not agree with? The globe. So knock yourselves out, globelings, saying crosswinds and tacking and all of that malarkey. Knock yourselves out. Okay? Now, lastly, before I go, I'm going to show you where? Here. Oh, I'm going to show you so that you can rest in peace. I know that sounds very ominous. Going to go to Null School, okay, which is not a flat Earth program. And we're going to go to Earth Wind Map. Now this person used to have an AE map, which we all understand is a distortion, okay? Now, here you have the wind. Now, you might notice how it distorts when you do this. Never mind that. Right. Wind. Oh, look. See the winds? So, surface. See, height. This is surface. That's where sail ships are on the oceans. They're on the surface of the ocean. They're not underneath, and they're not very high up in the air. They're not like 1,000 feet. The sail, no sailing ship has sails 1,000 feet high. Okay. So let's look. Oh wait, let's close this. Oh, see how east? See how southeast, east, 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 southeast, southeast, east. All of these. Oh, here there's a bit of a strange problem. Where is that? Oh, it's in the Pacific. Look, watch how the winds go into some kind of strange little vortex. See? There's not been cropping of the oceans. No, watch. This area, yeah, that's really there in the real world, this area. It's not really trying to portray the information for a large swathe and it's then contracted it to fit around the globe. No, that's not what's going on. Never mind that. East, southeast. Oh, wait. Southeast. Oh, look, southeast, east, all of this, east. All of the winds are going east. The Alea Perusa goes east. The Catharsis goes east. If you're looking at these going west, you go, oh, they're not in this region, Dim Dims. They're in this region. Let's see how fast, shall we? Come on, where's the thing? Here, Earth. Let me make it larger. How fast? Oh, only 88 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's right. Can you see that? Globelings, look where my cursor is. 88 kilometers per hour. That's not 8.8. That's 88. Oh, must be perfect conditions for traveling at 7 miles an hour. Let's go here, 53 kilometers. Let's go here, 48 kilometers. Let's go here. Oh, only 36. Can you see, globelings, the huge problems you have? 44. By the way, in case you didn't know, ships can sail up to 3 times faster than the wind. Oh, no. Yeah, go and spend some time looking into it. 31. Huh. 44. 46. Oh, 74 kilometers per hour. Where the Catharsis 2 and Alea Perusa sailed. Oh, that's interesting. I'm sure you can find other days where the speed is like 10 miles an hour. Not. So this is not a flat Earth program. This is a globe Earth program. Okay. In fact, this is just a guy who likes meteorology and making computer programs. Okay. But he's a globe link. You see those speeds? You know how sailing boats can go faster than the wind? Yes, that's right. Sailing boats and planes can go faster than their supposed speed. Sailing boats can go 3 times faster than the wind. I don't think they're going 3 times faster than 85 miles an hour. I don't, okay? But never mind that. They could just be going at 85. They could even be going at 40 kilometers an hour in this 85 kilometer an hour wind, you know? But no. All of this must just be brainwashing from a flat earther. That's right. What I'm telling you, that you can go and plot yourselves on your globes to check to see if your globes are true. It must all be brainwashing. That's right. Otherwise, it might be true and real, in which case your globe is false. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Now, everybody in the chat, Harman Walker, nice to see you on Cosmic Surfer. You too, dude, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. That's what I was going to show for the last bit of the Hangout that they stopped. That Google Earth, YouTube and Google stopped the previous transmission. That's what I was going to show. Okay. Take my map. You guys have my maps. Well, I know that you guys have my maps. If you're watching this and you don't have my maps, go to my Patreon. The link's in the description. You can get them free. I've said in this and in the previous how to make yourself a distance key. It's the coastal border between Algiers and Morocco, straight line to the south of Cape Town, the very bottom of South Africa. That's working as a template for 5,000 miles. You can then use that to measure the width of Africa, any of the countries, anything you like. So go ahead. I see Execrate 200. You can have a wrench too. Not seen you here for a while. So there you go. Everybody else, thanks for your time. Now off to have some fun. I hope you have a great day and enjoy it, guys. Because the truth is, if this is an information war, we flat earthers are winning. This is why Google Earth, sorry, not Google Earth. This is why YouTube is pulling the facility that they have to do live streams like this. That's ending soon. That's it. Too difficult for them to control, so it's ending. Instead, they can just wait for you to upload the video. They can put it through their algorithms and block anything they don't want to see, like this kind of Hangout. This won't be allowed afterwards. If I make a video and present everything just like I've done now, they'll say, no, sorry, it's offending someone. So, oh, by the way, and do this, I have on my Teespring, and I make a profit from this. Go to my, I haven't actually at all, but never mind. If you go to my Teespring, you can get a t-shirt that says Intoxicating Masculinity, and you can also get t-shirts and stuff with the map, okay? You don't have to go through my Teespring. You could do it yourself. The maps are there available. Get it and have somebody else make the t-shirt for you. I'm just telling you that you can, okay? The ideas are free, but the merchandise isn't. I'm going to say, here, take my shoes. Just take them. No, I've done that before. It doesn't end well. Anyway, that's it, folks. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.